Yeah, that stat on the defense, guys, 40 points all season. That's 9 games, that's less than 5 points a game. I'm sure it's like some of your parents know Ironman Award. I know you're familiar with that, right? It's something that actually Coach Pat, when I coached under him a couple of years ago, he started, and I kind of kept up the tradition. I think it's a great thing. It motivates these guys to come to practice, which isn't always the funnest thing in the world to do, but it's necessary because, you know, football's a tough game, mental and physically. So not only do we have to be physically tough, we have to be mental tough. And the Ironman Award is basically given out to the players who come to practice, you know, every practice, all season long. Games too, obviously. So it's an accomplishment. I mean, we started in July 29th, and you know, we ended in November. It's a commitment, and I think those kids that make it there, and you know, they show up every day and they're eager to learn, I think they deserve a little recognition. So when I call the players up, I'm going to mention if they're an Ironman Award recipient, that's what they that's what that's for. We also have other awards besides the trophy that we're getting for being the division champ. Right, this year we're going to have MVP. We got best offensive, best defensive. We have Rookie of the Year, which is a true rookie, which is the player's first year ever playing football. Can't be from the D team coming up or anything like that, so ever playing football. And the last two would be most dedicated and the most improved. So as I call you guys up, I'll announce, you know, if you got a trophy, if you're an Ironman, if you're the best offensive, whatever, and we'll go down the line. You come see me, shake my hand, come see Coach, work your way down, they'll give you your trophy, your Ironman Award, whatever, and then wait up here, all right? Very good. All right, we'll start off with first-year player, C-team player. I know he played on the D's last year. Did a great job. Christian Benvenuto, why don't you come on stage?
Yeah, but now everybody can hear you on it.
Next up, second-year C-team player, made some really big strides this year. I was really pleased with his performance. You know, everyone has ups and downs, and you know, as coaches, it's our job to make sure we, you know, let you guys know how to fix that and come back and get back on top of your game. And week after week, this guy, you know, came, he brought it. He's an Ironman Award winner, Brandon Rupp. Next player, well, I believe he was first year playing football. I know on the C team. I don't know if he played on the D's last year. He did a great job. Played a little defensive line, a little end. Anthony Noah. Next player's been around for a couple years. He gets better and better each year. I can't wait to have him next year. Connor Thompson. I've had him for a couple of years. He's getting better and better each time he comes out. He was our long snapper this year. Then we switched him back to a different position, and he wound up coming back to be the long snapper. He did a great job. Jacob Amber. This next player, I've coached him for a couple of years. He's a great kid to be around. He's got a lot of enthusiasm. He hits hard. Sometimes you got to hit him hard back so he listens to you, but he means well. He did a great job for us. You know, when we were doing voting, it could have been all over the place. It was so close. You guys, a lot of you are got so much better, and just did a great job this year. But this year, our C team best offensive player and Ironman Award winner, Aiden Grabowski.
So they were totally wrong.
Next player, I coached him for a couple years again. Great kid, hits like a ton. I had him on offense, had him on defense. It was his main position. I brought him in to snap the ball a little bit when we were having some trouble snapping. He did a great job, kicked the ball for us. Also got an Ironman Award, Evan Daly. Next player, first year C-team player, did a great job. Started off the season, not as aggressive, maybe a little bit on the shyer side, but as we kept going, he just kept stepping up each week. Thought he did a great job. By the end of the season, I had him on the defensive line, offensive line. I was plugging him in everywhere. Want to see him come back next year, Brady Ward. Next player, it's pretty funny to see as we get older. I hate to use the word old, but as we get older, we start to see kids at the time, but guys that I played football with on the Ramblers are now, coaching with me on the Ramblers, and now their kids are playing Rambler football, and it's a cool thing to see. So it kind of just brings back memories of when you're playing and stuff like that. The next player, I played with his dad and his grandfather, was my coach way back in the day. Did a great job for us this year. Played two back, did everything we asked of him. Landy Cassidy. Next player, second year player. I coached him last year, making improvements again, all the way along the line. Towards the end of the season, he started really bringing it, hitting hard. I hope he comes back next year. Addison Bowe. Next player, first year player, did a great job for us. We plugged him in a bunch of different places. He learned quickly. Devontae Suarez. Next player played on the D's last year. This was his first year on the C's. Did a great job. Merged right into the offense. He was my starting fullback. Really did a great job. Got a nice nose for the ball. Likes playing the game. Got an Ironman this year. Hayden Bankhouse. Next player was my anchor on my line. Really did a great job. You know, I asked a lot of them. It wasn't an easy task. And he came through, got the job done. When I said, hey, this is what you got to do, and he kind of looked at me like, Coach, you got to do it. You know, there's nothing about it. And you know what? It got done. I wouldn't have put him any other place. He did a great job, and I'm looking forward to coaching him next year, Alex Gonzalez. Next player was his first year. Made big strides from the first time we put pads on to the day we turned them in. Came to practice, was willing, listened. Just an easy kid to coach. Samuel Formas. Next player was his first year playing football. I heard good things about him before the season started. I was really excited to get him out there and watch him go. He did a great job for us. Played wide receiver, caught some big balls, and did a great job. Also, our rookie of the year with Ramblers C team, Caleb Bartnick. Yeah, that's right. That goes for everybody. Baseball season ends in July this season, right? I'm just kidding. Not really. Next player did a great job. Played offense for me. Ran some plays in and out. Tried to work him into the game plan. It was functional enough where I could plug him in where I needed him. Run some plays in and out. Added a little extra to the offense. Pleasure to be around. Ironman Award winner, Jaden Davis. Next guy was all over the place. Just love to hit. Almost want to tell him to just, relax, you're going to hurt yourself. I don't want you to get hurt, but he's just all out every play. Every time he tackled someone, you knew it was him tackling him because the kid hit the ground like a ton of bricks. Played offensive line for me, but I think really excelled on the defensive side of the ball. Can't wait to get him back next year. Ironman Award winner and the Defensive Player of the Year, Jake Johnson. Next guy, I think he played on the D's last year. Yes, he did play on the D's last year. Came up, did a great job for us. Played a bunch of different positions. Tried to get him work everywhere, and stepped up, did a great job. I think he'll do great next year. Get another year under his belt. Chris Francis. Next guy was his first year playing football. Played some defensive end for us. Didn't really get too much offensive burn, but did a great job on the defense. I hope he comes back next year. I think he's got a lot of skills that we can definitely use. Vincent Wells. I know the next guy's here. Coached him for a couple seasons. Great kid. Ready to do anything you ask of him. Played left tackle for me in defensive end, and was just solid all year round. You know, always is. Brings it, ready to play every game. Glad to have him, Matt Raymond. Next guy, my second year guy coach, I played on the D team. Maybe not the hardest hitting kid, maybe not the fastest kid, but certainly has a lot of heart. Plays the game with some passion. I remember in the beginning of the season, he actually he broke his wrist, and you know. A lot of the kids, you know, they're still coming to practice, and you know, to learn. That's they should, you know. And that's all I ask them. If you're injured, you're sick, come to practice. At least you're there. You're watching. You know what's going on. You know, and this kid's doing mountain climbers with a broken wrist. I'm like, you know, go easy, you know. But you could tell that he wasn't gonna. If you let him play, he would have played with a broken wrist. He really was just. He loves playing the game. And, you know, I'm happy to give him the most dedicated award this year, Zach Coleman. Also got Next guy was my starting left guard. Yeah, that's you. He did a great job. It was a pleasure to coach. Looking forward to coaching him next year. Colin also got an Ironman award too. Got two more. Yeah, you guys are busy players. Alright, last two. I've actually had these two players for 2 years. Both, you know, great kids to coach, love playing football. The first one, really made some strides, I feel, from even last year and even the beginning of this season to the end of the season. Came up with some really big plays for us, and you know, really at certain times I think offensively he definitely carried us. When other players weren't, he was, and you know, he just did a great job. I can't say enough. Most improved and Ironman award winner, Jaden Kanini. Last but not least, just how it worked out. Justin, you know, he played quarterback for us, did a great job. When your team's down or you got some tough situations, you really look for one person to get your team going, get them in order, get things running, and that's what he did for us this year. From the beginning until the end, you know, at times maybe playing when hurt when he shouldn't be, but really went in there and he did a great job for us. Came up big. He got an Ironman award and the most valuable player for the year, Justin Johnson. You guys are getting this tomorrow night.
They're fired.
You guys want to come up and take some pictures? Yeah.